Welcome to the Stranger Still podcast. I'm Kathleen.
I'm Miles.
I'm Kirk.
And oh my goodness, we are fresh off of watching Season 5 Stranger Things, Volume 1, and boy, do we have a lot to talk about!
Overwhelming. It has been less than 30 minutes since we finished it up. It's about midnight here on the West Coast. Wow.
Oh, so
Mind is
these
blown.
are obviously spoiler alerts, so do not listen to us if you have not seen all of Volume 1 of Stranger Things Season 5. My goodness. Before we get going, we're going to come out with a couple more episodes as in the break between Volume 1 and Volume 2.
Yeah, you're probably wondering, before you've even heard us talk about anything, our schedule. And our schedule is that we're going to do one episode for each chapter of Volume 1 between now and Christmas. So we'll come out, and then we'll just let Volume 2 wash over us and go from there. We're a podcast about positivity for Stranger Things. We love it. Love dig-dugging in. If you're checking us out for the first time, welcome. Go check out all our other episodes with our rewatch with Kirk and rewatches before that. We got so much content back there. But right now, we're just going to babble. We're just going to babble and ramble. I mean, we're going to go through what just happened. We're going to talk about what we're feeling. We're going to talk about things that intrigued us, what's on our mind. And then in a lesson learned from other Instant Reactions episodes, we're going to limit ourselves
to try
to limit ourselves. 4 bursts a piece. Things are just what are y'all waiting to burst about? We've just seen it. We haven't really had a chance to wrap our minds around everything. Some small moments and then an MVP. So let's try to come up with some sort of semblance of an episode. I don't know. I don't even know.
I love it. Yeah, it is instant reaction. Like literally, we just watched this. We are like 10, 15 minutes since we just finished it. Right. Like, I love that.
We haven't even had a chance to breathe.
Yeah.
I know. I have barely breathed.
Oh, after that last episode, holy crap.
Let's start at the end. What just happened?
Dude.
Let's go.
Will has warged in to the Demogorgons. He's got superpowers. He pulled the old Chrissy on all 3 of them. Like, whoa.
He is the sorcerer. I mean,
he's the sorcerer.
Holy balls. I had my hands in the air. This is just like the most gratifying feeling for Will. We have waited for this, something like this. He needed a win. Holy crap.
It felt like Will, like watching the trailer, even the 3 episodes leading to 4. You're like, oh, here comes Vecna. He gets pulled in, and you're like, oh, poor Will's going to get tortured again. He's going to be the bad guy. And then Vecna just lets him go, says child's minds are easy to break, and all of a sudden, Will's like, no. Hell no. I'm snapping arms, Demogorgon's arms, just like you snap our people's arms. Like, so fantastic.
When we first saw the Demogorgon snap in the way that Fred and Chrissy and Patrick and Max did, we audibly cheered, first of all. And the first thing I thought was, this is like the perfect thing to happen for Will. It makes everything in the previous 4 seasons like even slightly more tragic, because he has always had this potential, but he has been scared. He has been mortified and traumatized, and he's become a meme of inaction across multiple. He wouldn't even help 11 when she's getting bullied by Angela. He's barely telling people about stuff. He wouldn't even tell Joyce, his mom, about the Mind Flayer in season 2. Like, he has been a beacon of inaction, and he finally just became this is the first active upside down fight that we've seen from Will. And it was more than 11's ever done. He just killed 3 Demogorgons.
That was amazing.
3 Demogorgons in 3 very different spots.
Oh, yeah.
We're in the tunnels with Lucas. We're all the way at the radio tower or whatever with Robin out there, and right there in front of him with Mike. Like,
oh my gosh,
fantastic!
It's just insane.
I got a question for you. Is Vecna like walking down his path and just like looking back over his shoulder, like, what the hell just happened? Like,
does he know that just happened?
Did that just foil Vecna's plan? Because we don't get to see Vecna's reaction to that. Why did Vecna just walk away?
That's what I was going to ask you guys.
But I asked you first.
Yeah.
Why did Vecna walk away? Kathleen, go.
Oh, I was gonna call out Kirk, but you caught me first by name. Oh man. Okay.
I can give a guess.
Yeah. Okay.
All right?
I want to hear yours.
Based on Vecna's child's minds are weak and easy to manipulate, I think Vecna has flaw is the ability of humans to adapt and learn from lessons, to grow stronger as they get older. He thinks he's already conquered Will. He thinks he can do the same thing with all those children. And then that's kind of his weakness, is he doesn't think that people can actually grow up and adapt themselves to be better than they are.
So he is surprised by this.
Yes, I think he is very on his heels here. It'd be amazing if that was part of his plan.
True,
really.
True.
Like,
but
I
don't know.
I thought maybe like something along the lines, but I was so unsure about it. So I'm so glad to hear you say that. And it makes a lot of sense to me. Like, Will's kind of aged out, right? I mean, he broke Will so easily, as he said, but now Will's older and he's like, I can discard you. I've got these new minds to mold.
yeah.
And like you said, like he's so underestimated the power to adapt and grow. I mean, damn. Thank you, Kirk.
We might all homogenize here, but I do not agree.
Oh.
I saw Vecna walk away with a purpose there, and it did not come back to us to see him, shocked or anything, something that would have been very satisfying to the audience. I think Vecna just unleashed Will's power and is then going to take control of Will somehow. Like, Vecna is Emperor Palpatine, and he just made Anakin Skywalker, the Jedi. Like, I don't know. It's weird that he just walked out.
He does make that comment too when he
you broke so easily.
You broke so easily.
Like, you've already broken. I don't know.
When he was saying that part, it made me think, like, has he been controlling Will all along, or like just Will has been the puppet that he can just pick up whenever he needs him? Like, was that the implied in that? So, okay, I can totally see your side. I want to lean more towards Kirk's side, though, because I want the big win for Will. I mean, he needed this so bad.
Can I just give a shout out to the trailer?
Yeah.
That gave us the opposite impression of what was going to happen in that scene.
Oh, man.
I feel like some of the dialogue was actually subtly changed. I didn't hear Vecna say, maybe it's instant reaction, but I didn't hear Vecna say we've got a lot of work to do or anything like that. I mean, I don't know if I'm mixing up the scenes, but I mean, the trailer made us think that this was kind of the beginning of Volume 1. He's going to take Will.
Yeah.
Boy, I mean, we got the absolute opposite thing.
So unexpected. So gratifying that wasn't like spoiled in any way.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh.
All right. What are you feeling right now? Outside of that big scene, like out of Volume 1, 4 hours of watching stuff, drinking a few adult beverages, just going to go ahead and rip that Band-Aid off right now. Yes, folks.
Yep.
We're all 21.
Well past 21.
I had to stop after 1, though, because I was like, I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to fully absorb everything.
Oh, yeah. I also stopped at 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're on the 1 per episode.
Kathleen, what are you feeling? Like, what's something that hit your feelers across this Volume 1?
I'm just like, I can't get past the end. The feeling of Will becoming the sorcerer, having the powers, and just being able to like lift and kill the Demogorgons like that. It was the most satisfying part of Stranger Things I have ever experienced, I think. Other than like, I'll always love season 1, but this was just like the culmination of everything. To see Will have powers was so awesome to me.
And something that I just thought of is, this is Will, the first scene of this whole Volume 1. As a kid, he shows that fight to us really for the first time, and at the end, like, this is Will's volume.
Yes.
It's crazy. All right,
yeah.
let's try to get away from it. What are you feeling?
Hold on.
Okay, one more.
It
Will.
also makes me think of the picture that he drew in season 1 of the sorcerer. That's him.
Oh yeah, when he's firing cabbages.
Yeah.
That was a sorcerer.
Yeah, it's a sorcerer.
Nice.
Oh,
It's a wizard. Wizard, sorcerer. Yeah.
So it's not Will the Wise anymore.
Yeah.
Will the Wise.
And
Will
of
the
course,
Wise is
as
now Will the
always,
Sorcerer.
Mike did call this slightly when he's like, "Are you sure that it didn't get Joyce, or did you influence the Demogorgon somewhat? Because your mom's 5'3" and she's a badass and all, but like Mike kind of saw."
Yeah.
He obviously didn't see this coming. But.
She was choking up on that axe. I mean, like she wasn't even holding that thing all the way down. So I mean, like that Demogorgon, the way it's murdered army men, definitely could have got.
I love how sports
Joyce.
always come into this.
I can't help it. I was raised on sports. Yeah.
All right, what are you feeling? What do you think, Kirk?
Feeling, I mean, I liked that there was so much preparation done out of everything. Like before the episode started, the whole we're tracking the upside down.
Yeah.
We've got this plan. We're using the radio tower. We've got the tunnels. We're using the beacon on the car to track where Hopper's at. We're doing one section at a time. I loved the camaraderie of that group. Yeah. Because I wasn't expecting that, really. I thought that there might be some friction from all the time that has passed as you
stuck
grow.
in quarantine, cabin fever, town fever.
Yeah, but I just loved it. I love that the radio station was kind of the head of the whole thing. I mean, I like that Hopper and was protecting 11 again. 11's in training. We just there's so many different like storylines, but there was like this camaraderie of family. They're all back in Hawkins.
Yeah.
They're all talking to each other, and then the little factions that we broke off into were very different. Yes. I love that. Having Robin with like Will and Joyce was awesome.
I fully agree with that.
Yeah, but I just love that the family was a family, and we have a plan. We're going to figure out how to find Vecna. We're going to kill Vecna, and like they were fully gung ho on that. We know the army's not going to do it. They don't know what's going on. The government screws everything up.
Dumb.
The military, why didn't you check for tunnels? They didn't know about the tunnels.
Yeah.
They don't know about they think they're going to protect. We're here to protect them. It's like, what are you going to protect them from? You have never killed one Demogorgon.
Right? But
maybe they flamethrowed one. But
my initial feeling on it, I was just like, I was so glad that everybody was on the same page.
Yes.
True to their characters. We didn't butcher anybody in the first 4 episodes. Mm-hmm. The new characters we got were perfect additions. Yeah. Holly, the new actress, she was fantastic.
I thought so too.
Old dipshit Derek, we'll talk about him later. He was fantastic. Yeah. I had a joyful feeling about these first 4 episodes. Really. Like they entertained me. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time.
And like what you were saying about things being well planned, that's like one of the satisfying things, when you watch a movie or whatnot, and they just are able to do stuff out with no practice or anything, and you're always so annoyed by that. Yeah. But this is clearly a well-oiled machine. They've practiced all of the things that they're doing.
And I
like that too.
Mine is exactly the same thing, basically. It's been 18 months. We've time jumped quite a bit. And let the actors and let the audience catch up. We're smarter than you think. We can catch up. The crawl, just the mundaneness of it, like you said, Kirk, the preparation.
Oh yeah.
But what I felt most watching this is the emotional toll, especially on Dustin and on Lucas, that has come in that 18 months. Like Dustin was a different person in volume 1.
Yeah.
That was as far as the most impactful thing to me, it's just what I'm feeling right 30 minutes after watching it. Dustin was a shell of his happy-go-lucky self. Even in the finale of season 4, wrestling with Eddie, that guy is gone. And he is just, first of all, he's lying to his friends. Friends don't lie. He's not admitting he was beaten up by the guys, and he wanted to be beaten up too. Honestly,
he was asking for it.
He was asking for it.
He was poking the bear.
His fights with Steve have a real dark tone to them, almost like he doesn't care. Yeah, I don't know. And Lucas too. The tone of Lucas's voice is
He's in despair.
In despair. He is in grief for Max, and he's he's not giving up, but the toll of not giving up is on him. That's what I felt most, as far as especially in the early part of volume 1.
Yeah.
All right, what's on your mind? What's got you confused? What's got you intrigued?
Confused? Yeah. I'll start there.
Yeah, let's do confused. What confused you?
Confusing is, what is the kryptonite that's stopping 11, or at the end when we find 8 there.
Yeah.
Like I don't get, the military finally did something right. They figured out
some sort of
how to have
They
these.
did that fully wrong, though. I mean, they did it right in that they meant to stop 11, but it's exactly what they should not be doing.
That's your tax dollars at work, Kathleen.
Yeah, but I'm confused on what that is
Were
why that's working.
They have clearly been doing testing on Callie. Using her like a lab rat to like,
damn it, military.
how, like what, just like they did on the Demogorgon and the other stuff. They're like poking and prodding to see what the weaknesses are. They've probably tried like all sorts of like different wavelengths or whatnot, and they just probably discovered like, oh, this actually hurts people with powers. Oh, I bet we could use this on 11.
I'm surprised by it. And I'm confused by what that technology is.
Like
why it has to be pointed the right way. Some sort of sonar technology.
Yeah, sonar.
Yeah.
Well, are they using Callie herself? Like she had like the stuff like connected to her.
Oh gosh, that
Like,
didn't even occur to me.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought at first. Was like they're like harnessing Callie to.
And while we're talking about Callie, were you guys surprised to see Callie?
I absolutely was, but Kathleen,
oh my gosh, I was just like, I was effing right.
Kathleen had 2 major predictions while watching.
While watching, I never predict well before we start a season, but while we were watching, as soon as they mentioned the room and like, I don't know, the whatever, she didn't really see anything, but she goes, kryptonite, it's gotta be Vecna. And I was like, oh no, it is not Vecna. It's absolutely not Vecna, because they wouldn't just have given that to us right away. So that I was like, there's no way it's Vecna. Oh my God, I bet it's Callie. Like they are in a lab. They're doing all the tests on Demogorgons and stuff. They are doing tests on Callie, and that is how they're figuring out how to get 11. I just knew it, and oh my God, it was so gratifying to get that right.
The other thing you predicted is when Holly is in the Creel house dancing to Tiffany and making ice cream sundaes, and she gets a knock on the door.
Yeah.
You predicted that was Max.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, yes. Because I think it's just, I never lost hope. I knew Max was in Vecna's mind somewhere. Like, it was just stressed so much. They're always with me. They're always with me. And I thought that's where she has to be, in his mind somehow, somewhere. And then they were clearly in his mind with Holly. That's where he's trapped Holly. So I thought, this has got to be Max, because she's not dead. Obviously, we know she's coming back somehow, right? She better. I mean, again, hopeful.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? The labyrinth of the mind that Max is in, her journey. That's what I'm intrigued about. And I'm just so, I mean, I don't really understand. Like, so Vecna can't find her, but sometimes he can. Like, he's afraid to go into this particular cavern, but he knows she's there. But why is he presenting this great grand house, this wonderful place to Holly, telling her not to go in the woods? Like, there's so much unknown here. I know there's a volume 2 and a finale to come up, but that's what I'm really thinking about, is the battle of the mind and Max hiding out.
Yeah.
And almost escaping. She seems to know how to get out as well.
Yeah.
And she knows where to hide as well. So but it's very confusing. That whole part.
The one thing I'm a little disappointed in volume 1 is the lack of just didn't seem like a lot of great songs came in. And it felt like we were still relying on Kate Bush heavily into season 5, volume 1. I mean, it was like, I bet we heard more Kate Bush now than I think we did even in season 4. But the tragedy, the just like the simple tragedy of the tape ending.
My
yeah,
Lucas
gosh,
rewinding it, and you're like,
yes.
just press play, Lucas. Don't rewind it all the way. Like, that crushed me in a whole new way. Why are we in the Red Suit Mind World crushing us again for Dear Billy? We already went through Dear Billy.
This is why we updated to the digital age. This is the exact reason right here.
On Spotify, just gonna click back.
Right?
Yeah.
We could have just
my
pressed
gosh.
repeat and just ran it forever. I mean, feelings wise, this just great season. I mean, so far, like, I was very concerned coming into season 5 here.
Really? What was your concern?
Concerned that they would blow it, or they just make
Yeah.
characters not true to themselves, or just kind of like run back the same sort of scenarios and just like
Right.
not like throw curveballs at you. Like I was very intrigued to see what kind of story they wanted to shape, who they wanted to pair people up with, and I'm glad that they didn't do anything predictable. Anything that I've seen online about theories and predictions, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, but like,
Though I will give credit, there are some people in the very back that said Will had powers. Mostly laughed at.
yeah.
Mostly laughed at.
I thought he was going to have some sort of powers. Nothing
Well,
like
we
this.
did an hour and a half predictions episode where you didn't say that.
No, I did. I
did?
did at some
Okay.
point. I thought like he could have some sort of powers. Like,
Okay.
but I
Okay.
didn't. I was not expecting them to this degree. That took me.
Not super confident about it.
Yeah, and I thought it was going to be something that happened like at the end. You know, he just. I don't like closer to the end. I wasn't expecting to get it now. You know, I also, gosh, where's my mind on this?
Yeah.
I for until the final scene with Will showing off his powers, I was like, I'm so mad that we have to wait for volume 2. I can't do it. I feel like there's too many cliffhangers.
Yeah.
What is going on? But like the gratification that I got from that, it's given me something to chew on.
So
the
something to
next
get
month.
you to Christmas.
Something to get me to Christmas. I'm just so pumped about that. I am so happy.
It is really hard to stop right now. Like watching season 4 or like watching season 2 and stopping after chapter 4. Well, you know, it's like ending at the sauna test or ending at Dear
Yeah.
Billy of season 3 and
Yeah.
season 4. Like I don't wanna. And I've
wanna.
never had
I
to
don't wanna.
before.
You did jinx that throughout every episode.
You know, every time that after the end of chapter 1, 2, and 3, I was like, I'm so glad we don't have to wait a week to watch this next episode.
And then couldn't say it anymore after number 4.
Say it anymore after
Oh
4.
man.
So we watched together live here, rearranged the couches, had a couple family members join us. And I just want to say, in that live experience, what do you think got the biggest reactions from us? And I've got a list here. Do you want me to just give a list, or do you guys have anything?
When we cheered?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When did they cheer?
I
man.
was just gonna say the big one that I'm like beating a dead horse here with, which is Will and the powers.
Yeah,
I audibly screamed out. I feel like I had my hands in the air.
That was shocking. Truly, like I'm still not. I can't even wrap my hand around it.
But I gotta say, decibel wise, I feel like we gasped louder for the guy who dies right before that with a Vecna hand through the back of his head.
Yeah, that
Best
yes.
death of the series by far.
I'm pretty sure that was like the nice military guy that was like, we shouldn't be
Who
doing
was
this
wavering?
with these kids.
Oh, like the one who said, "Hey, Dr. K, we shouldn't
Yeah.
be doing this." That's
Yeah.
the guy. Oh, I hope.
I'm pretty sure that was the guy.
Just
but
proof.
yeah, that was
nice guys finish last.
That was so. That was so abrupt. It was just so visceral.
Vecna's powers, like when he just comes in, was far more reaching. Like when he comes right through the gate, he launches like an arm shot,
Yeah.
and just slaughters some guy. Yeah,
Dude,
like
that was
it was like,
crazy.
holy crap!
Yeah.
This is what we're getting into.
I'm gonna throw this one out too because I feel like it got a loud reaction, but only because of our podcast. So if you've listened to all our podcasts, you'll remember our conversation about what was Karen and Holly in? Was it a lobster tank or a bathtub? And it was a bathtub. Booyah, guys. What did I tell you?
Well, they just have a camera in that bathtub. I know. You're right. You're right.
You
I
were
knew
right.
you were right from the beginning, babe. The idea of a lobster tank was absurd.
Okay.
I will say the one of the biggest sounds that we made was the meat wall.
Oh yeah,
Seeing the meat wall with all that I've talked about it. I am now willing to say we got 300 feet on this thing. Okay, we got a football field.
Oh my God.
You know, I mean, if I'll probably have to do some screenshots and pause, you know, but we panned out even a little bit more. I think we got 300 feet.
You got to make a scale.
It's tall.
How many 11s is it?
Yeah,
How
exactly.
many hoppers is it?
I love their reaction to that too. Immediate classic 11 and hopper. Let's just stab the thing and try to blow right through it. Like
I love that they tried.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's a friggin' meat wall. I thought we got a pretty loud reaction out of Ted coming through with the golf club and then getting slashed. Karen getting slashed. We were all like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was edge of the seat stuff. I'm so glad Stranger Things is funny. It's still funny.
It is still
like
funny.
I wrote down a few things we laughed at like out loud, all of us. Murray, the grenade salad.
Oh yeah.
Salad grenade. We laughed at, does Will still have his goosies? Will hasn't had his goosies in a while. Kathleen, you said something. I had to write it down. Do you know what I do when I get? Do you know who I turn to when I get scared? And Kathleen said, "The Lord."
Oh yeah.
Just the idea that Stranger Things would take this
go
turn.
in that direction.
Mike is gonna tell, or is he talking to Holly at that point? I don't know what's
Just gonna start preaching the Lord.
Have you read this literature? We laughed at the government taking pictures of the dolls. Oh, good. You got a picture of the dolls.
Thank God
Freaking
you got that
Demogorgon
picture.
getting straight through the ceiling, but you got a picture of the dolls. We laughed at 11 telling Hopper what happened. Karen must have got it with her wine. And Hopper's just like, what?
That was a great quote.
Good. That was so good.
We laughed at, we're saving a child via kidnapping.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Choice. And then we laughed at pretty much everything dipshit Derek did. Sorry,
Oh my
delightful
God.
Derek.
Delightful Derek.
I'm still calling him dipshit Derek.
I love how that turned around. I love that Joyce got him turned around like that. It's just-
And he came through, man.
yeah, he did.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to our 4 bursts. Okay.
Man.
Oh, I want to start with dipshit Derek.
Oh, start with dipshit Derek. Kirk's first burst, dipshit Derek.
Dipshit Derek, fantastic ad to the cast. And clearly
so
just
funny.
young. He's kind of a bully. Like even like, Henry's asking, Holly if, should I just kill Derek? And she's like, yeah, I don't know, but he is just an absolute, he is a dipshit. Like he lives to the name.
Yeah.
But he's still pulled out.
Yeah, he's so like truthful, but he's also just kind of just that arrogant teenager punk, like preteen punk.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying it as it is, pissing everybody off, not taking anybody's quotes for how they are.
Yeah.
Not taking him seriously.
Yeah,
But once he
love
gets
that
in there, he
attitude.
does a great job.
He does.
Gets everybody in there.
Hypnotizes
Yeah.
everybody.
I love that he's whapping them with a yardstick.
He really does.
Right?
And by the way, earlier ate 2 pieces of drugged up pie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But he's just got a metabolism that can handle it.
Calls out his dad for being too drunk.
And that reminds me of another really funny moment when the Tina won't eat the pie and Erica injects her and is like, and I told you to eat your damn pie.
I love Erica. True Erica form.
I agree, Kirk. Dipshit Derek, delightful Derek. Just an absolute.
He was a delight.
He was a delight.
He really was.
What's your first burst, Kathleen?
Oh, dude. Oh, I thought Karen and Ted were killed. Boom. Just like that. And I was like, holy crap, this is happening. They're just like Game of Thrones in this. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they've just killed them. And I'm still surprised they're alive. And hopefully they'll make it because I want everybody to survive. But that like seriously got me. I was like, they just killed Karen.
That's the beginning of chapter 2. We were making all sorts of noises. What is the situation with Ted? So Karen's in a different room. She can't talk.
They said induced coma.
Induced coma.
Oh, that's right.
Our second coma patient.
Yes.
Oh,
Max being the first.
Maybe he'll show up at the Creel house.
He'll be in the upside down.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I'm really disappointed that Karen is sidelined.
Yeah.
That she's,
I know you.
I want her
Karen.
in the damn show. I'm glad that she's finally with the upside down. That was one of the biggest heart moments. If you had if my Apple Watch data downloads, Karen talking to Holly, feeling the blood on the back of her head, and then actually seeing the Demogorgon and seeing the danger and understanding, that was huge, especially for us who have been with the show since the beginning, wondering when is she ever going to see?
Oh yeah, right.
And then to have her sidelined, like you said, that just she's finally brought up to speed, and then I mean, this is a long recovery if she's going to survive this.
Yeah, she doesn't have a larynx, so she can't talk, or her larynx is damaged.
She's just damaged.
Let her talk.
All right, a lucky blow.
Yeah, lucky blow. She got
Demogorgon. You see what they do to the army men. I mean, Karen got pretty lucky.
That is true. That's true. Well, my first burst is the actress playing Holly, and just the overall focus on Holly. It felt very magical, very real. In terms of giving us that season 1 feel as the Duffers promised. Having Holly, even in her older state, be kind of central to the plot was really nice. I mean, the first thing I think I even remember from Stranger Things is in the trailer when the little Holly is walking down the Byers hallway and the lights are following her. So it just felt I liked the actress they picked. I liked her attitude. She's a little sassy, a little spunky, but she's still, sweet and probably about the age when we met the kids in Stranger Things. So Stranger Things is best when it's with kids, and she's got this mysterious friend, and Mr. What's-It. I just thought that was my burst right there. I was like, just love that we centered on her and she did a great job.
Yeah.
All right, Kirk, your second burst.
Meat wall.
Yes.
Meat wall is so fascinating to me. I love that that's in the Upside Down. Nobody can penetrate through it. The army men know about it. Yeah. I mean, 11 can't burst through that. We're not stabbing through it, Hopper. Come on. Dude. If 11 can't burst through it, you ain't stabbing through it. And I love that at the end of episode 4, because we leave Dustin, Steve, and Nancy and Jonathan in that group. Just on that, we found the triangulation. It's a big circle. He math projects it. Algebra 1, I think that might be a little more complicated than Algebra 1.
I was going to say, so I took Algebra 1. I didn't know what he was talking about.
Might have been different in the late 80s. I don't know. But that sounded more like a little calculus, thing to me. But
okay.
Yeah, but just the fact that we don't know what's inside the meat wall, what is getting protected there, why is that so harnessed?
Yeah, I'm super confused by that.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's Vecna and it just that's his inner layer or whatever. But if nothing gets in, how could anything get out? So that whole fortress in the Upside Down is fascinating.
Yeah,
to
has
me.
that been there the whole time? Is that the outgoing wall from the ripple that started with or
is that recently built as something that Vecna needed? I don't know. Yeah, that whole structure was never answered in the volume 1 here, and I love it. I love that wasn't answered right off the bat.
It alarmed me a little bit when the way Dustin, when he was explaining the wall, the way he phrased it was saying this is the end of the Upside Down, and then they were tying it to the Hawkins
lab. Yeah.
Hawkins,
lab is in the middle. Yeah.
And I thought that can't, this is a whole other world that it can't really end.
Oh yeah, I agree.
This has got to be something. There's got to be
maybe this is Henry's, personal little kingdom. I don't know, Land Before Time situation.
Yeah, but I love that mystery. I love it. It's fantastic.
I
love that the lab is the middle of that.
Yes, that we're going back to the lab. That's where it all began.
Yeah. So I'm very interested to see how that plays out in volume 2. That's a good one.
Second burst, Kathleen.
I mean, you kind of covered this a little bit, but the way that Holly and the kids were taken, it's so different. Obviously, so different than what happened to Will. I mean, his was a lot more traumatic, and theirs is more sunshiny.
What are you talking about? Holly's was just as bad as Will's.
No, but in her mind, she's she's still
okay. So not the way they were taken, but what happens after they were taken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
she's like a princess in the house, and Will's in Fort Myers shivering.
Exactly. Does she even? Does she remember being taken from the Demogorgon to get there?
I think she does, because she's talking to the table are my mom and dad okay? And they're like, well, they got to recover.
But how does she think she got there?
I think she thinks Henry saved her.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah,
That's a little
that's
mystery.
where I'm confused. But it's also like you said, she's such a big part of this season. Not expecting that at all. At first, I was a little disappointed because I was like, "This has got to be Will's season." Like we've talked about this leading up to season 5 so much, and then I was like, "Well, I guess this is about Holly instead. We get to go through her getting taken by the Demogorgon." But obviously, we came around to Will, so I feel a lot better.
Nice.
Just really like so unexpected, and I love that. I love the way the story is going. I have zero disappointment so far.
My second burst is Steve and Jonathan. And they're like now almost open competition.
Yeah.
Steve is and Jonathan are racing up the antenna.
Can I just say, not safe.
Not
safe
safe,
to be
yeah.
going that fast on those ladders.
Exactly.
So unnecessary.
Should they still be going so fast when they're way up there?
Right.
But also, they're just like bickering, and there's a lot of comments about how they haven't been getting along. I thought that was a really kind of refreshing choice. Like they're not faking it. They're clearly they're clearly having some friction. And I really liked that. But Nancy doesn't even seem to be a part of the love triangle, which is fine by me. It seems like it's mostly on their side. And when Steve was saying we should go get flowers, I feel like that's the first time I've been on Jonathan's side. We're like, dude, Steve.
Right?
Come on, man.
It's the least that we can do right now.
Yeah.
There's so many problems.
What are you talking about, dude? So yeah, they're kind of priming us for kind of both of them to. I think Kirk, your prediction is right. I don't think she's going to end up with both of them with the way that they're behaving right now.
Yeah, yeah. and you know what? I mean, I kind of liked having Mike and Nancy spending more time with each other.
Is this your third burst?
This is my third burst.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought just like them being brother and sister hasn't come up a whole lot in the last couple seasons here. Not since season 1, it even feels like they are brother and sister. Yeah. But like having them in the hospital and worrying about their mom and worrying about their sister, like just that's all of that. I'm not too worried about Ted though.
No mention.
Gotta be honest, not too much. What
Ted.
I do.
What I do.
Yeah. And they formulate kind of the basis of the plan together.
And I like that they were in the same room trying to communicate with each other. They both seem more grown up and just more part of a family. I like that the Byers were living in the house with them. That was awesome to start the whole season off with just like.
I already forgot about that part.
We craved togetherness and we got it.
I got Jonathan and Will sleeping in the basement, and Joyce, whatever Mike was saying, I gotta piss. I'm and Joyce is like, okay.
I love the predictability of Ted's reaction to them living there. It just felt so good to come back to that.
Oh yeah, I love that. But I like that it had a little bit more of a family feel.
Yeah,
I feel like we've been missing that the last couple seasons. Even with the Byers. I mean, I know they went to California, but they still felt kind of apart.
Yeah.
And then just to have Mike and Nancy back together, like really trying to figure out what to do here, how to communicate with their mom, writing things down, asking questions like that. I really enjoyed that genuineness because I wasn't sure if that would play through after all of these seasons, being like, you're my sis, you're my little brother. Yeah. We got to go save our little sister. We got to worry about mom. You know, that stuff. Like I really appreciated that. I mean, I thought that was a nice, sweet touch I wasn't expecting this season at all.
I know a lot of fans agree with you. Mike and Nancy working together was a big ask, big need.
Good.
It feels good.
Yeah, I'm with you, fans. Yeah.
All right. Third burst from Kathleen.
My third burst is just a little moment, and it's the general, the guy that we hate. What's his name? I know you're going to remember. Sullivan burning at the end, and he's, whoa! I'm just like, obviously I don't want anybody to be tortured, but it was like, you know what? You had this coming, dude. You still believe 11 is bad and you gotta capture her and get rid of her because she's crazy, she's a freak.
You put every effort into stopping 11.
Yeah. Do you regret any of your actions so far? Do you regret this now that you're burning alive? I mean,
Is he dead?
I
Didn't
do
see a
not
body.
know.
Okay.
We did not see him die. We just
Because
saw
Dr.
him
K
burning.
is not dead, right? She just gets knocked out.
She's not dead. I'm not convinced he's dead, but he's definitely paid for some of his actions. I'll tell you
The
that.
attack on my body has left me scarred and deformed.
And that was just so sad.
But stronger than ever before.
Yeah.
Nice. My third burst, I think I'm just going to say this whole volume was a win for season 2.
Yes. Oh, for season 2.
For season 2. What season did you think I was saying?
I didn't even listen after for it was a win.
Are you ever?
And I was like, yeah, it is a win. Like
Is a
for Stranger Things in general, like so far they
Okay.
are
But
doing
for
us
season
justice.
2 specifically.
I think it's a win for Stranger Things in general, yes. But I think it's a win for Stranger Things 2 specifically because we've put so much more emphasis on the events of that season. Now, I'm just like, I was constantly picking up on Will and Joyce's dynamic has kind of gone back to season 2. Eleven and Hopper's dynamic has kind of gone back to season 2.
Yeah.
And we're referencing the tunnels and we're referencing the initial moment when Vecna learned what he could do and inhabited Will and that whole thing. All of that seems so important.
Burning the vines and the gate.
Burning the vines.
All that stuff.
Yeah, the gate, the closing the gate is mentioned. Callie is back.
Yeah.
It just feels like season 2 has a little added importance, a little bit better fit into the entire thing now. And I really, really like that because season 2 has always kind of got a short shift. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
I'm into it.
I'm going to hop right into my 4.
Well, it's Kirk's turn.
Oh.
You can hop into 4 if you're feeling it.
If you're feeling it, you're feeling it.
Well, I'm feeling it.
Okay.
And this is just because we've already talked about this, but you brought it up again, and I
Yeah.
just need to continue this. Callie being back. I was like so pumped to be right about that. But really, I'm just finally, that was one of the things that I wanted. We just left her with season 2, and then you, like you said, like doing a nod to season 2. It super makes sense that they would have caught her because she was reckless and, on her revenge journey.
Easy to catch when it's the real military, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know, I feel like it'll tie that back into the story, hopefully make people a lot more satisfied with that aspect of season 2 because there's a lot of people that don't like that.
Yeah, and
That
it's not
part of season 2.
that's done. That's gone.
Yeah.
That is not the end of Callie. It
Heck
was for a
yeah!
long time, but as of 30 minutes ago, babe, it's not.
It's so
Yeah.
satisfying. That was one of the things that all of you listeners, I'm sure, have heard me complain about so much. Like, I want to see more Callie. I want to see more Callie. Finally.
Another season 2 callback.
Yep. All right, Kirk, your fourth burst.
I like the way they brought Max back into it.
Yeah.
I love that. I love her still being in the mind, not really having a bunch of answers.
Yeah.
But still knowing enough to she can manipulate Vecna in a way that nobody else really can. Mm-hmm. I don't know what her plan is. She's like, Holly, just go back and pretend everything's normal. Sounds like a terrible plan. But I like that she knows that the rocks and that somehow that memory for Vecna is
And that he was
yeah.
not just scared, but terrified.
and he looked terrified. That actor is fantastic.
Yeah.
Just a shout out to Henry Vecna 1 has too many names.
That's too many names.
Yeah.
Too many names.
Another
Yeah.
dipshit Derek moment.
Yeah, but I like that Max is still involved, but not easily awoken from the coma.
Yeah.
Where they found a way to involve her and her being part of Holly's story. I'm very fascinated to see how that all plays out. Right
I'm
there.
so glad she just
same.
wasn't awake. 18
Oh, yeah.
months later, she's going through rehab with Lucas, because Hopper just jumped over a railing. So the show does have a track record.
It does.
Just,
Yeah.
my last burst is the conversation between Hopper and Elle, where the stubborn punk ass conversation.
Yeah.
I loved that. It brought us back to the feelings of the cabin, but it also moved their relationship yet another, way forward. And we got yet another fake Hopper death because we get this dramatic.
Oh, God, yeah.
Damn you, Stranger Things. Pulling out our heartstrings here. We watch Hopper walk through a hallway with dynamite strapped to his chest on what we think, or at least we know he thinks is on his way to do battle with a weakened Vecna.
Yeah.
And we're seeing flashbacks of Sarah, of season 1, of his daughter, of the stuff we met him with. And this seems like that's setting up for a death, and it's just not. It's like, you got me.
Yeah.
But I thought they took Hopper and Eleven's relationship in a really interesting way, which was kind of the end, the true end of Hopper treating her like a child. I feel like she got there.
Yeah.
They got there.
I will say, I said I'm not disappointed in anything, but I am disappointed that she doesn't call him Dad.
Well, that she calls him Hopper?
Yeah, she calls him Hop.
Calls him Hop.
And I feel like that's intentional. Like we're going to come around to that in some way. But like it just made me feel sad, especially because with all of those scenes of Sarah dying, and he talks about my daughter as if 11 isn't his daughter. I mean, she's not obviously by blood, but he's saved her and been there for her as a father figure. And so I don't know, just like it felt sad to me, like it was separating their relationship, and I didn't really like that. But again, I feel like there's a intention behind that, like we're gonna see that in some way. I don't know,
that might come back around.
Yeah.
All right, we've all done our 4 bursts. I forgot one. Robin,
yeah.
Robin was fantastic.
Oh, so good
in this volume 1. First of all, her like radio announcement catching us up with life in quarantine was
so
fantastic.
Good.
I also loved, speaking of like callbacks to season 2, we've got Joyce and Will basically at the table again, having almost the same conversation. Like, you've got to tell me, Mom, I'm okay, and everything like that. And Robin, who was not in season 2, just completely ruins the vibe when she slides down the stairs like, what's up?
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Oh,
Loved that.
She was so good.
she was fantastic. Her shirt was great.
Her shirt.
Her shirt said, "Beam me up. This place sucks."
Yeah, I saw that
Star
too.
Trek reference?
Yeah, I was like, "That's fantastic." Her being the radio host, all of that, great.
Yeah.
Oh,
She kind of stole the show for the first episode or 2. Like,
Yeah,
I was
thought
like,
so, too.
Robin's she's great, man.
Yeah, and she's playing a key role. I mean, I would argue she's the one who unlocked Will's powers, really, by letting him be, kind of become himself a little bit more. So Robin might be the MVP, if not for Will. I don't know. But.
I don't know why I didn't really see like their relationship developing. I like
know,
the
it
way
seems so
I didn't
obvious
really.
now.
Yeah,
I
it's
know, right?
Absolutely obvious. If there was ever anybody that could understand anything he's going through, it would be Robin. Like, why didn't it occur to me? I guess like they've just never really hung out together.
It's like we were talking. Robin's never really talked to Joyce. We've never seen it.
Right.
She hasn't really talked to Will. It was great to see the new matchups with people.
Yeah,
Like this whole volume 1.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's talk about some small moments. Just some small things that stuck with us, just for a historical capsule of like what stuck with us on the first watch. Mine is, of course, about the music, but we got both the Kids score track and Kids 2 score track right off the bat. The scene you were talking about with all the people waking up and everything, and the madhouse at the Wheelers with the buyers staying there. Yeah. We got both of those score tracks back to back. The feeling of season 1.
Coming home.
What's a quadrilogy? Quintrilogy is complete. All 5 seasons have kids early on, or teens, I guess is the one in volume 4, but all 5 seasons have some of that theme at the beginning in the first episode. So good job, Duffers.
Yay.
Symmetry.
Well,
Kids 2 is the score track that starts this podcast, by the way, and it was in the beginning of volume 1, season 5.
If it sounded familiar.
I'm really excited to hear you talk about music, and I'm hoping that you're going to go a lot more in depth when we do our episode by episode for
Enter
volume
Sandman.
1.
Bring me a tune.
Did not have that on my bingo
that was
card.
Oh
not
my
there.
gosh!
Yeah.
I tell you, I didn't call any of this.
Me neither. We haven't really got a lot of good songs yet.
Volume 2?
Yeah,
Waiting
volume
for
2.
it. Yeah.
When we do our episode by episode, I'll have my music moment. Kathleen will have her feeler moment, and Kirk's gonna have funny moment. We haven't told Kirk that yet, but that's your job.
Yeah.
Each episode, you got to come up with the funniest moment of the episode.
Oh, I can do that.
a lot of pressure.
Absolutely. Yeah. There's some good ones. I love the comedy mixed in with all this.
Me too.
Small moments felt like a almost pride for when Hopper calls out 11 for being instinctive and emotional
On the railroad tracks.
yeah.
Oh, that was great. I was like, yes, somebody finally calls her out for just just being like arrogant and, just like, I can do this. I can do this. And he admits that's a lot like him because young people are kind of like that. I mean, no offense to all the young people out there, but when you're 18, 19, 20 years old, you think you know a lot more than you know. And, him finally just calling her out. I don't think anybody's ever done that to her. And I think that's kind of the riff of her calling him Hop.
Oh, maybe.
I mean,
maybe.
I don't know. I just kind of see that there's been a little, like, he's trying to hold her back a little bit from things that he's already experienced.
Yeah, the whole thing with the stopwatch and stuff.
He says some great line. I forget what it was in episode 2, but I really like it was good. Just like as an older person that has lived more.
Yeah.
He said something that was fantastic. When I rewatch it, I'll be like, that's the line. Got it. Boom.
We'll get back to that. Another setting connection to season 2. They walk the railroad tracks to the junkyard.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad the junkyard was back.
Yeah, as you said, the upside down junkyard.
Yeah,
Woo-hoo.
right?
Well, my little moment was with Murray and Dustin when Murray is unloading the truck and he's happily announcing every item on their list that he got. And then Dustin, who has, I'll touch more on this, he's been struggling this season so far, starts just going off about all the things that Murray didn't bring. And Murray is like, oh, well, I'm sorry that I got boom, bang, bing, bammo, and I'm Mr. Santa Claus. You should be so happy. I like that, like, Dustin's kind of humbled, kind of older self, like, comes through and he's, thank you. That moment really stuck with me. And it's just because of, there's been a lot of small moments with Dustin that it's been really difficult to see him. Like you said, Miles, he's just a shell of the person that he was. That happy-go-lucky person is still in there somewhere, but it's buried underneath grief and anger at what happened with Eddie.
Yeah, gosh. There was one laugh that he had, one good laugh he had. I can't remember where it was, but Dustin's going through it, man. We'll get to it in our episode by episode.
I do like that after that Santa comment, they start calling him Santa.
Oh, yeah. I noticed that, too. Yeah.
Like, oh, Santa's got his gifts. Oh, Santa. Thank you for this. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Murray has been apparently conspiring with Jonathan to make sure that Nancy is...
I forgot about that. The
Oh,
Coltrane.
my gosh. The
Coltrane
engagement ring.
I didn't even... I completely didn't get this. Murray is not actually getting him a Coltrane tape. He's saying, I got the engagement ring you wanted.
Yes.
Yeah. I did not. I just realized that right now.
I just picked up on that myself now that you just said that.
Oh, my God, you
saying,
guys.
I was like, Coltrane doesn't seem like the best love making.
Kathleen.
I have to say, Murray's off his mark here. I mean, Murray calls things how it is, but I think we're seeing the end of...
Yeah, I was going to say, do you think Jonathan should propose? You kind of didn't see, your face didn't look like it when we were watching. Like I think we literally went, "Oh no."
Yeah, I do not think he should propose.
The second that happened, I said Jonathan's dead.
Oh, yeah, you did.
That was my initial reaction to that.
Jonathan's going to die now. Yeah.
But yeah, I still think that love triangle, I think it's going nowhere. I don't think Nancy picks either.
Yeah.
If she's gonna pick someone, it should be Jonathan. I just don't think her and Steve have been broken up too long. Like, I don't know. But I haven't seen that spark from them either. So Murray had a better spark with Jonathan than Nancy has. I was kind
Yeah.
Nancy is on her own thing right now. It's like a love triangle without Nancy.
You said it right, and I was just about to repeat what you had said earlier, but you just did. It's a love triangle that Nancy doesn't seem to be a part of. Like, she's like, yeah, whatever. You guys duke out. I don't care about either of you. I care about what's going on here.
All right, final. We were going to do about 25 minutes. It's at 55 minutes.
I know, right?
You know how it is.
It's initial reaction. It's 4 episodes.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah, well, it's 4 episodes. We'll be back next week with The Crawl. We'll go through all 4 episodes before Christmas, and then we'll do it all over again, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But before we go, MVP of the volume for you. Gut check. Just who's changed or impressed most in the last 4 hours?
Oh, Will. It's Will.
I feel like it's Will.
I think Will's most obvious. I'm going Robin.
Okay.
Much like when 11 needed some hope from Mike, and Mike needed that speech from Will.
Yeah.
Will's thinking about Robin when he finally makes the corner.
Yeah.
And Robin's big. She's owning the radio station. She's the host. She's giving the codes. Yeah. She's smart. She gets a Will away from Joyce to come up with a plan.
Will.
Yeah. Robin really stood out for me in this volume 1. So
I think you could give a Robin. I make the case, but for me, I think it's still Will. Even before the snap of the bones of 3 Demogorgons, he was taking action into his own hands for the first time.
he had a good volume 1 right there. Yeah.
And he's saying, "Mom, you got to trust me. You know, I went there. I felt dipshit Derek's tingle. You know, I felt the goosebumps. Got my goosies. You know, and we now have a plan."
Yeah.
Pretty interesting.
But he's still thinking about Robin's words when he finally makes the corner.
Yeah. You got a good point there, Kirk.
I know.
That is a good point.
Yeah.
But just great volume. I'm so happy that swearing is back, like you said.
Swearing back. We even got a little smoking moment for all you smokers.
Smoking,
out
yeah.
there.
Joyce is
yeah.
smoking. The doctor was smoking.
Oh, yeah.
And Will was all over it.
Yeah,
He's
a lot
like,
of
what do you
swearing.
know? Yeah, but lots of swearing.
Yeah.
Lots of, the Tom, Dick, and Harry jokes.
Yeah,
there's all sorts of things
surprising
like that.
amount of dick jokes in chapter 4. And like, didn't Erica say like he humiliated himself by crying like a goddamn pussy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
Right?
wow.
Like a little
Like,
bitch
wow.
or something like that. It was
Yeah, I
something
was
like that.
whoa.
No, it was
I
rude.
feel like season 3 and 4 have been like a little more mild.
Yeah.
This one was like,
old dipshit Derek's like, tell him to go suck a fat one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
About his own mother.
Yeah.
like,
yeah, Mom could suck a fat one. I love Robin's reaction to when he goes, suck a fat one, and Robin goes, what?
But that seems so accurate to kids that age too. They latch onto one thing that's inappropriate that they know they're not supposed to be saying,
Yep.
and they just murder it. They use it so often.
That makes sense.
I know, and I loved it. I love that they brought that back.
Yeah.
It's great. It adds a little touch to it because kids swear all the time.
Yes.
I mean, as
Yeah.
much
That's
as
what I
if
liked
you-
about
if
the
you-
season 1.
Yeah.
If you got a kid that's 13 to 15 years old, he's swearing all the time to his friends. I'm sorry, but it just
That's true.
that's just how it goes.
That's true.
And you were the same way when you were 13 to 15 or 16 or 17 or to this day.
To this day, on my part, thank you very much.
Well, all of our listeners, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I hope that you guys just also experienced all the excitement and joy with volume 1 of season 5 of Stranger Things, just as we did.
We'll be back with just less we're exhausted. I mean, I
So
can hear it in our
exhausted.
voices.
Oh.
We started at 5 p.m. It's now 1 a.m. We had some starts and stops. I had to put Waylon to bed. But,
The child.
the child. All right. I think we'll sign off and we'll be back next week with The Crawl.
Yeah, one episode at a time.
Hey-o.
Episode at a time. My name's Miles.
I'm Kathleen.
Kirk.
Good night.